Hey and welcome to another edition of Custom Corner. For those of you who haven't seen this series before, it's where I show you guys some of the custom figures I've made over the years. Some are good, others not so much, but I'll let you lot be the judge of that. And I know a lot of people ask me how I make my customs, so this kind of acts as a guide. And I'll explain how I made these figures. I mean, they're pretty easy to make for the most part, so you can then have a formula if you want to have a go at making your own cheap customs. And for this Custom Corner, it's time to breathe with the Switchblade. That's right, the former IWGP Heavyweight Champion, Jay White. One of my favourite heels in wrestling right now. He's had an impressive rise over the last 2 years in New Japan, winning the US and heavyweight titles, and had a bit of a rocky start, some would say. He put in a high profile spot too soon, but he's more than made up for himself by having great matches in the last two G1 Climax tournaments, and one match of his that sticks out for me would be his match last year against Juice Robinson in America for the US title. Check that out if you haven't already. White is phenomenal at getting heat against the babyface hero Juice in that match, and this is a fairly straightforward figure to make, and that's why I wanted to make it. Apart from him being one of my favourites at the moment, it's quite an easy figure to make, aside from the hair of course, and that's what I think lets this figure down for me. The moulding of the hair was a little bit of a pain, and I may redo it in the future, but the whole body is a Miz figure. I feel Dean Ambrose's head would have suited this figure a little bit better, but there you go. I tried to make it look a little bit more like Jay with a new goatee that he sports now, so it looks a little bit better than before. But the tights on the other hand, I think came out looking really good. A couple of coats of black paint, they were just straightforward to apply, and then the detail of the crosses I added after. I used a small scalpel to scratch the paint a bit to look like the denim he usually wears, and on the boots I tried to write Switchblade, but stupidly ran out of room, so there you go. But you can still kind of make it out, so it ain't all bad. And finally, to add a layer of depth, I scrunched up some electrical tape to make a makeshift belt and then painted that. And clearly not sounding too professional saying that, but hey, it's a simple to make if any of you wanted to give it a go. Overall, I think this figure looks okay. The only thing I would change would probably be the head scan, change it to a Dean Ambrose and maybe remold the hair, but that's just me nitpicking. Other than that, I think it looks alright, and that is it for the Switchblade today and Custom Corner. So let me know if you enjoyed this video by hitting that like and subscribe buttons, and I'll catch you guys later.